Hey everyone, thanks for coming back to the channel. I wanted to show you how to disassemble this Walther P22. Thanks for coming. Please subscribe and give it a like, thumbs up. Check out all our other miscellaneous videos we've got on a whole range of different subjects. So obviously the first rule is safety with handling firearms, and I'm assuming you're proficient with that, but number one, we're going to make sure there's nobody around, especially kids. Keep everything always locked up in a safe, inaccessible to unauthorized people and children and whatever. You know the drill. So the first thing that we're going to do is for safety, we're going to open up the slide and lock it back like this, okay? That will eject a shell if there was one in the chamber. Make sure there's not one in there. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the mag release. Pull the magazine out, make sure it's out and empty. Okay, so we do a check that there's nothing in the chamber still. You can see in here we do the visual check, and then we do it again. That's what the professionals do in the training, is they check it twice. Check, check. The ammunition away from the area that you're working on the gun. And I'm sorry to bore you with all of these safety things, but for liability, you know, it's good for me to mention these things. So if there's any ammunition, make sure it's in a separate room, and you don't leave the handgun unattended, even if there is no ammunition near it. So getting right back to it, the first thing you want to do after you've completed all these safety steps is pull down on this release lever right here on the front, and it could be touchy, it might be a little stiff, but just wiggle it back and forth and get it down in that down position there, as you can see here. And then you're going to push down on the back of the slide and get it past the release notches. And once you get it back far enough, it'll pop up like so. And then hang on to everything and just pull the slide right off the top like this. Yeah, this one's missing a front sight notch. So you can pull out your the rod and the spring. So looking at this, you can see you've got a couple of pins here that hold the frame onto the receiver metal parts inside. We're going to push in using a punch like this. Just get a whole set. I'll probably put a link down there in the description for you on Amazon. As long as it fits matching up with these pins, it'll work. And these things, just push them out. You can see here I've got that one almost all the way out there. And they just slide sideways. Okay. So this part is where I have a gallon bag, Ziploc bag here. When we pull these pins out, if the top comes off, and there's a small spring in there that can fly out, so we want to have this thing kind of in a baggie to keep stuff from flying all over the place. So we're going to go ahead and just pull these pins the rest of the way out. And there are two different sizes, so you want to remember. And I usually put it next to the front of the slide so that I remember which one goes on which. Now you can see this one is a little bit shorter than the front. So the rear has the short pin, the front has the longer pin. Hold the slide release mechanism while you pull the frame out of the polymer housing. And do that inside the bag. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so you heard the thing pop out, the little spring. I'll show you that. Is right here. And so it's important that you don't lose all this stuff because it all just kind of pops apart and flies everywhere. So this is the hardest part. As I'm going to say again, this is the only part that I'm going to show of the reassembly after you've got done all cleaning, is to put the spring in there about like that. Put the release right here and set it over the little 90-degree portion of the spring. Get the spring positioned underneath this little hold down tab first, okay? And that way you don't have to try and maneuver it back down after you've already got this thing up. So just put it over the 90-degree spot in the slot and then push it up. You got it in position. And you're gonna hold this whole thing, zoom out a little bit here, and you're gonna push this back in without letting that thing go, okay? Excuse me, and then you're good. So that's the secret to getting that little spring back on. All right, so thanks for watching. Hope you learned something or made it a little easier for yourself. I know there's a bunch of these other videos out here showing the same thing, but I was doing it and I have a channel, so I figured I'd just show you. One thing, if you get hung up, don't forget that when you put it back together, you have to make sure this is back down again. Otherwise, you're going to pull your hair out going, why won't it go back far enough? But it's just a fraction, like a millimeter, that this thing will not let the slide go back far enough to drop in. So if you're having trouble getting it back together, make sure that's down, because sometimes you're fiddling with it and it goes back up. Another thing I noticed was with this weapon, the pin here that holds the ejector had dropped down about 1 millimeter or 2 millimeters, and I don't know if that affected anything, but it seems to be operational now. Before we had a little trouble with getting an imprint on the shells, which we suspected was a firing pin issue, but it turned out that after we disassembled it, cleaned it, reassembled it, and pushed that pin back up a little bit, that it was successful in making an imprint on a shell. So anyway, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want, and thanks for watching. Follow the links below for any of the items that we have listed for cleaning or, you know, pushing the pins out and stuff like that.